everybody, welcome to Nowhere Bound. My name is Mike, and today I'm going to be demonstrating this Ausom DT2 E-Scooter. It is by far my favorite product that I've ever reviewed on this channel, and it's going to be my last product review for a while. So Christmas is coming. Stick around and check out the Ausom DT2. So I actually made a video a few weeks ago all about this scooter, and some of you might have seen that the video appeared on my channel and then it got deleted shortly thereafter, and that's because I unintentionally filmed the entire thing on a track, on a bike trail that was illegal. I'm not going to reveal the name of the bike trail out of fear of being indicted by the authorities. I assumed wrongfully that if you're allowed to ride an e-bike on a trail, automatically e-scooters will be allowed, and that is definitely not the case. So somebody informed me very quickly after I uploaded that video, and I promptly took it down out of fear of punishment. So Christmas is coming. You can make somebody very, very happy with one of these, because when I tell you this has been one of the joys of my life since I've received it, I'm not even exaggerating. These e-scooters are so fun, especially this one. When you go from a single motor scooter to a dual motor, there's just no comparison. And this is also a step up in voltage and power as well. So let's just dive into all the specs. The Ausom DT2 has a maximum speed of 42 miles an hour. The maximum range is 71 miles. Now that's probably a little bit generous. This thing will not go 71 miles unless you weigh 140 pounds and you ride in eco mode on a straightaway the whole time. So I actually rode this thing 30 miles in one go, and I still had about 20% of the battery remaining. And that's way farther than you'll ever need to go. Actually, my legs were getting tired, so the scooter will outlast you as far as range goes. It has a maximum load of 297 pounds. Battery capacity is 23.4 amp hours, and it's a 52 volt system. The motors are 1100 watt each. There's a motor on the front and the rear. And if you've ever ridden an e-scooter that's a single motor, you've probably noticed that it struggles up hills sometimes, and that is not the case with this scooter. This thing is really a beast, and you can take it anywhere. I mean, it's a legit form of transportation. I feel very comfortable riding this on, backcountry roads where the speed limit's maybe 30, 35 miles an hour. This thing can easily and safely travel those roads. It has front and rear ABS hydraulic disc brakes with electronic assist, which really does help the stopping power. It has a brake light on the back, headlight built into the stem on the front. It has a little horn, and it has turn signals. So it does take about 12 hours to charge the battery from zero. I know that's a long time, but you can just plug it in at night and overnight it'll recharge. Or you do have the option to get a second charger. It has two ports right here for you to plug in two chargers if you want. That cuts the charging time in half to about 6 hours. It also has dual swing arm shocks, spring suspension, and it's very, very bouncy and smooth on all kinds of terrain. You can easily ride this thing on dirt roads, hard packed stone, heavy gravel roads. With loose gravel, not so much, but a packed gravel road like we have here, no problem at all. Now to start up the scooter, you push and hold the power button, and then you just touch this little tag to the screen and everything lights up and you're ready to go. All right, Gabe, be careful, have fun, and Godspeed. Got your helmet on?
Yep, I'm all good to go. Here we go.
There he goes. Out into the night woods.
Later that night.
Pretty cool.
That thing looks crazy going through the trees and the woods and stuff. It's like, is that a spaceship?
It pretty much is.
So what's your opinion of that thing?
I mean, it's a beast.
Is it fun?
Yeah, if I needed like transportation and didn't want to get a car, I like lived in a city or something, I would pick up one of these immediately.
Yeah.
Super agile and quiet. I love that it's like silent.
It is. So some of the use cases for this scooter are obviously camping. If you have it at a campground, you can zip around to the shower house or the camp store or wherever. Maybe your buddy's campsite is on the other side of the campground and you can go visit them or just explore and find trails. I've used the scooter for all of those scenarios and it works great. A lot of people have golf carts for that purpose, but this is a lot easier to cart around than a golf cart. It just folds up. You can throw it in your car or your Jeep or your truck and take it with you anywhere. Another great use for this is if you get stuck somewhere, maybe if you're camping in a national forest like I enjoy doing, and your car breaks down or you get stuck in the mud or a ditch or something, you can ride this out of the woods to get some help, and it has the range to do that. I mean, you can ride this thing to the next town if you want, or 2 towns away. I was in a situation once where I was camping and I forgot something and I needed to go to the hardware store. The nearest hardware store was 8 miles away, 16 miles round trip. I just hopped on the scooter, went out and got what I needed and came back with plenty of range to spare. So it's great for that kind of stuff. It has 10-inch tubeless wheels on it, and they've actually changed the tread pattern so that it's a lot quieter, especially on pavement, than their previous scooters. That's one thing I do really love about this, is how quiet it is. I mean, it is silent. So if you're out enjoying nature, you can actually hear the birds, and you're also not going to disturb your neighbors when you start it, versus if you had a motorcycle or something like that. I used to ride motorcycles for most of my life. I owned Harley Davidsons, and I sold my Harleys in 2017 because of some friends that have been in accidents and I have witnessed a death. So I gave it up for safety reasons, but I do miss it. This has been a great antidote for the motorcycles. It's still fast enough to be a lot of fun, but it's not going to maim you if you get into a crash or an accident. And of course, you always want to make sure you wear a helmet, protective clothing. Usually I wear gloves if I'm going somewhere far and fast. You have the option to ride this 5-10 miles an hour if you want, or you can zip down the road going 43 miles an hour. It has 3 different power modes. There's Eco, Sport, and Race mode. Eco mode limits the speed to about 10 or 15 miles an hour. Sport mode gets you up to around 30 miles an hour, and Race is where you can get up to 43 miles an hour. You know, and I also think about people who pull around a Jeep behind their campers. This could be a really viable alternative to that. You can have this as an auxiliary vehicle when you're traveling around camping and just throw it in your RV or in your storage area underneath. This thing would actually easily fit in a pass-through compartment on a travel trailer. Ausom is currently running a special on the DT2 Pro. If you use the link in the description below, you'll get $200 off. And if you use the coupon code NOWHERE50, that gives you an additional $50 off on top of that. So this is an exceptional deal right now, and it would make an incredible Christmas gift for somebody, really anybody, but for camping enthusiasts, I highly, highly recommend this. You won't regret it. As always, I want to say thanks to the Patreon subscribers for your continued support, and I appreciate you watching the video until the end. This is going to be the last product demo video on the channel for a while. I'm going to still do product demos integrated into the videos, but no more dedicated videos. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you nowhere soon. Be good to each other and get outside. Ride safe, everybody.